No matter how big a splash you make in this world, whether you're Corey Feldman, Frankie Muniz, Justin Bieber, or a talking teddy bear, eventually nobody gives a shit.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jonny Arez, and we have a special guest here in the quote studio, end quote. I've been waiting to get this guy on my podcast since I started this in the summer. You've heard me bring him up a number of times on the podcast as my neighbor of color. I've used him as an example several times of how I never saw color in other humans ever until I became an adult and it was taught to me. If I grew up, if I never left the bubble of that, neighborhood, I don't know still, as we are adults, if I would look at him and go, ooh, wow, you're a little bit darker than I am. So I'd like to introduce everybody to a great friend, an amazing fucking human being that's got 8 billion stories. And we're going to focus on just a couple today, but I wanted to introduce my good friend, Mark. Mark, say hello.
Hello, John. Thanks for having me here. Jeez, all this pressure make me sound amazing. Let's see if I can live up to the hype.
You are amazing, my friend.
I'll do the best I can under pressure. But no, it is a tribute to the neighborhood we had growing up. You know, our parents, kind of raised us the right way. And unfortunately, you leave the nest and you go off out into the world, and it is true, racism is taught. It's definitely not something that we're born with.
Nope, definitely not. Because, I've talked about it a lot on the podcast when, honest to God, I can close my eyes right now and I can picture in my head so many different times hanging out with you and your brother, and just, seriously, never once did I look at you or your dad or your mom and be like, oh shit, like
that's
this is
the thing.
weird.
Let's talk about the fact that I am mixed race.
Yes.
My father's black, my mother's white, so I'm a quarter black. I'm sorry, a quarter Irish, a quarter. Not Jesus. I can't even remember what I am. I'm a quarter Italian, quarter Polish, and half black.
This happens to me all the time. I get on a microphone and I forget my name.
It was because I was leading into. I just want to speak about having a black father, a white mother, and then I married a white woman, and now I'm in a very unique position. I have 2 daughters, and my daughters are quarter black, quarter Greek, quarter Italian, 1/8 Irish, 1/8 Polish, and a little Scandinavian. And you have to understand, my first daughter is blonde hair, blue eyes, white skin. My second daughter, dark eyes, dark hair, brown skin. I have 1 white child, 1 black child. So, my story growing up was always from a unique position, looking at the world.
Absolutely.
A white and black world with eyes of gray. And now it just it goes even further now with this next step in my life. But I think we don't want to jump too far ahead. We can start at the beginning.
Now, this is the whole reason I wanted you on the podcast. I make fun of people in. I was just doing this. I was making fun of some of the people in Hollywood at the award shows that try to use their 30 seconds on stage to try to change the world.
Yeah.
They're going to cry about, all the injustices in the world while they're wearing a $100,000 dress probably made in a sweatshop.
Listen, you can call him Kaepernick if you want. But seriously, Colin Kaepernick is a perfect example of someone that grew up with all the white privilege in the world and rode his white privilege, and then he got benched, and then he was pouting, and he's like, oh, I think, I'm going to be black now and stand up for black lives and protest. And actually, there was an interview where he was actually honest. He's like, my bank account's a lot bigger now. So he knows he sold out.
Right. So, but I don't know. I guess my whole point is that, I've talked about this before too, is the reason I have Mark on, not only does he have a really interesting story, a really interesting background, and he's just a great fucking human being, but I guess I'm trying to change the world a little bit. But I'm exactly who I make fun of. But at the same time, I do have people that write in to the show and tell me that certain things I talk about, not only were they interesting, but one guy said something I said one day brought him closer to his wife, made him not want to friggin' commit suicide. And I was like, holy shit, really?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know if I if I can change just one listener's way of thinking for the better, I guess I've made a difference. So that's what I'm trying to do. Whether it's the show or whether it's my stand-up, I want it to be funny, but I also want it to maybe make something in somebody's mind go,
Yeah,
oh, shit.
You want the chuckle and the ha-ha, but you want also the pondering deep.
Exactly. And that's why, the comedian that made me say, oh shit, this is what I want to do for a living, there's a lot of them, but I've talked about him before in the podcast, people know I'm obsessed with him, is fucking Bill Burr.
Oh, he's awesome.
And the one bit that I really love of his is how he talks about when he first met his wife, because I don't know if you're aware of this, Mark, but Bill is married to a person of color, a feminist person of color.
Yeah.
And they have a 3-year-old mixed race daughter now. And he's like ginger, like 100% ginger, and she's real dark skinned.
That's awesome.
But their kid is just absolutely gorgeous. And but anyways,
of course they are. Mixed are the best.
Oh my God, everybody out there, if you're white, go date a black girl. If you're a black girl, go date a white guy, right? Everybody should.
Well, I say that my daughters have to marry someone that's half Asian, half Hispanic, because then their children will have a bit of every continent and every color in the whole world.
Exactly. We all come from the same place, people. Believe it or not.
Until we're the same color.
Exactly. So anyways, what Bill does in this one bit is, I believe it's when he first met his wife, and they were dating, and he's at her house, and she just got out of the shower, and she's putting like moisturizer all over her body, and Bill's looking at her like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm making sure I'm not ashy. And Bill's like, what the fuck is ashy? And she's like, dry skin. And he's like, no one's ever looked at me and said I'm ashy, and said, you fucking idiot. So she runs her fucking fingers down her his arm, and like there's pastry fucking flakes flying off his arm. He's like, holy shit, I'm fucking ashy.
Of course you are.
His whole point of that story was that, aside from the bit that lotion needs to be applied to everybody, not just people of color, that white people get ashy too, they just can't see it. But the moral of the story was, and this is what he says at the very end of the bit, that's why you got to hang out with everybody, because everybody misses a little bit of information.
Yeah, just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not there.
Exactly. He's like, have you ever wondered why your dick still looks brand new at 40, but your fucking face looks like an aging pirate? He's like, you got to moisturize. You got to increase the circumference of your lotion distribution,
That's hilarious. Well, that's where I saw something, too, about old people, in the 60s, 70s. When you were 30, you looked like you were 50. And now it's because people lotion up.
Right. So God is my witness, dude, because he even...
So there, you got something out of the podcast already. Everybody use lotion, keep your skin healthy and moist, and you'll look young.
But dude, honest to God, until he said that bit back in, like, I don't know, was it 2012 he came up with that shit? I didn't fucking use lotion on my body. I do now. And guess what? I don't get fucking itchy during the winter, bro. I was like a fucking monkey, dude. Just
as a African American, I've known about ashy skin since I was a little boy.
Yeah, I didn't. Most white people don't, because we can't see it.
Son of a bitch.
I know. I would always get fucking itchy in the winter, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
I didn't know about moisturizing shampoo growing up. That's what I really needed.
Moisturizing shampoo.
I had dandruff. I was a dirty little dandruff kid in middle school.
I always thought dandruff was for people that didn't rinse their hair.
Nah, just dry skin on your head, and then you.
I thought that was just dried soap,
and then it's just your skin falling out of your head.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, you remember the Breakfast Club when she's shaking her head and
the snowflakes.
Yeah, I used to do that.
Ali Sheedy.
I used to do that. As soon as I saw that movie, I was like, oh, I gotta try that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what you do?
Yeah. Well, my flakes were darker.
If you ran out of salt?
it was salt and pepper. It was salt and pepper stuff.
Just shake your head right into the plate?
That's hilarious. Well, hey, you want to talk about the first time racism was ever instilled on me?
Yes. See, this is why I brought Mark on, because not only, like I said, is he a great friggin' human, but he's...
Keep it moving. Keep on track. I want to keep to the point of the story. We want the chuckles and the ha-ha, but you want the aha.
He's mixed race, people. And if you were to just look at him like I am now without knowing him, he looks like he's 100%, African American.
I mean, it depends on what decade we're talking here, John. We're I don't know if you want to release your age, but we got, 4 decades underneath us. So
Yes, we do.
I used to have, when True Lies came out and Arnold Schwarzenegger, oh yeah, of course I was Palestinian. And then
Dude,
when
people have not-
gangbangers were good, and then all of a sudden people thought I was a fucking gangbanger, and then fucking we went through the whole Bollywood scene, and now people think I'm fucking Indian. Like, I'm just that perfect chocolate with dark hair, and depending if I grow my hair long, I can afro it. If I want to grow it really long, I can go straight. Like, again, I'm mixed. I'm African. I was like the twin that the Arnold Schwarzenegger. I got all the best genes.
Dude, that is so fucked that you've been mistaken for Indian.
Everything. Oh, dude, everything.
Pakistani.
But not always in a bad way, though. It's not. See, racism isn't always a negative thing. You have to understand. Like, Indian people come up to me and be like, "Oh my God, you're so beautiful. This, that. How'd you do in this?" And I'm like, "Oh no, I'm not." Like, they're not. Mistaken identity isn't always a bad thing. You have to understand. Racism does go in both ways, and that's actually a great example. I would like to example growing up, I heard a comedian say too, he's like, black people end up in one town, and then another black person comes in, they're like, get your own white people. And and growing up for me, that was like, there wasn't that many other black people, so everybody's parents, like, we lived in a very progressive town, so everyone's parents wanted to show how progressive they were, so like, of course the black kid was always welcome at their house. So again, racism isn't always a bad thing. I profited from racism in my hometown growing up, because everyone was like, ooh, look at how unracist I am. So I was allowed to go to anyone's house. I mean, even to this day, there's people, I can go to their house. They don't even have to be there. And I can hang out with their mother and their father, go into their cabinets, make mac and cheese, and just hang out and kick it, just because
But you think that's attributed to your race, though?
Yes, I truly,
more so
a
than
lot
you
of times,
just being a really good dude.
I mean, all the guys I hung out with were outgoing and popular, more or less. But again, I hung out with all the. It depended on the season. I hung out with the jocks in the fall, and the stoners, and the potheads in the winter, because I skied. And then the spring, I was running tracks. So I'm back with the jocks again. And then the summertime, it's just whoever's around.
See, this is my whole point, people, in that, how many people, whether it's judging a person just by looking at them for a second, or it's a movie cover or a book cover that you don't find appealing, or somebody says, hey, this movie sucks, and you're like, oh, okay, I guess it sucks, I'm not going to see it. See,
but see this, all right, well, no, go back
because just to look at you,
yeah.
If somebody were just to judge you by looking at you, which I feel people still do in 2020.
Oh, sure, absolutely. Especially when I'm walking with my white daughter. They're like, that's a weird babysitter.
Right. But you spend 1 minute in a room with you and just your energy and just... dude, seriously, you're a fucking incredible human being.
Hey, well...
that's my fucking point, dude.
But then you... All right, so then we go 10 miles up where, when I was growing up, my father lived in... Again, he was the only black guy in town. And it was a little bit more of a hick town. And let's, place it, I was probably around 6. My older brother was around 9. And we went to the junkyard, and we took rocks, and we threw them through all the broken windows on the buses, and it was a junkyard. It was just, we were just smashing shit. We're fucking kids. And the owner came out, and he was not happy about it, and we fucking ran. We chased off. And as we're riding our bikes walking home, a police officer comes up, and, were you guys throwing rocks and doing this? And we were like, nope. Wasn't us, deny. Fucking cop takes us home. So I did whatever my older brother said. He said, do not say anything. I was like, I'm not fucking saying anything. So the cop takes us to the house. My dad asked, what happened? I was like, I am not fucking saying anything. And Andre lied for us. And he lied and fucking, he's a fucking mastermind criminal at fucking 8. So obviously my dad believes him. And then my dad's going to stand up for his 2 fucking children.
Oh, and I think I can already see where you're going.
Dude. So then my fucking dad's like, fucking, who's this garbage man? We're going, officer, what's your name? What's your badge number? Take me down to this place of business. We're going to have a talk with this guy. So I'm like, oh, shit. Andre looks at me. I look at him. I'm like, shit, you're running the show now, boss. You fucking started this lie. You finish it. And so we go down to the fucking junkyard, and my dad approaches the guy, and... my fucking son, this and that, and and the guy made the mistake of, you people come here, and
oh boy,
shit,
he said you people.
Oh, dude, and the police officer, he's like, oh shit,
oh,
now, and Of course, my dad's like, there's bike tracks back here, there's footprints, there's this. Oh, yeah, there's all this evidence that there's no, my son said they didn't do it. You're fucking saying that they did this because they're black and fucking, and it was like, shit, but Dad, fuck, we did do it. So, you know, long story short.
So you admitted it right in
No, fuck that. My brother was the male role model in my house, more or less, because unfortunately my parents were divorced when I was 2 months old. They got remarried when I was 11, so I did live with my father. But in those early years, Andre ran the show. I was with him, all the time, and I was only with my dad every other weekend. So when Andre said, "Fucking don't say anything," I didn't fucking say anything, because if I go home for the next 2 weeks till I see my dad, I'm getting my ass fucking beat by my brother. So. That's a story for another time. Anyways, we go back home. We're sitting around the table, and my dad's like still furious, and he says, did you do that? And I'm sitting there. I'm like, I'm not saying fucking anything. Like Andre, fucking dude, this cold-hearted motherfucker. He's just stared at the fucking. He tells me this later. I didn't know in the moment. He was just staring, like holding his eyes open as hard as he could, just so they would get dried out and start fucking tearing up. He's fucking manufacturing.
No shit.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
He's manufacturing tears so fucking make his fucking story convincing and shit. And that's when I realized, like, oh, my brother is the he's the fucking mob boss. I'm sorry. He's like, I was Andre's little brother until he tragically passed away in 2003, and that's when I, ultimately found myself and became like, lived out of the shadow of him. But up until that point, yeah, man, until my parents got remarried at 11, Andre ran the show.
So going back to that story, so you guys were just in a junkyard, 6 and 9 years old, throwing rocks. I don't think there's a kid in America that hasn't friggin' done that.
Exactly.
At least when we were kids.
Yeah.
And then you guys, of course, go home.
We were with another white kid. And
but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
No, and it's
you guys go home.
This is real racism, because like the cop dropped Mike off at his house, and then it was us. We were the focal point. Obviously, the white boy didn't do anything.
Oh, gee. Okay.
So it was real fucking racism in that sense.
But I can totally get it, because if
did it, we were guilty.
If I got 2 kids and they come home and tell me that they didn't do it, I don't know. I'm gonna side with my kids.
No, not me. Now, because I was such. No, now that I've grown up.
Oh, okay. That's
okay.
Good point.
They're guilty to proven innocent. Fuck that. I'm not getting fucking. And you know what? I only have an 8 and a 4-year-old right now. But any parents listening right now, they're guilty. They're guilty until proven innocent. I swear to God, it'll just be you have to be compassionate. You don't raise your voice, and you have to be smart when you have to let them get away with lies. That's the most important thing.
I talk about parenting a lot.
You have to let them get away with their lies, but they're lying.
Kids are going to be kids.
You have to know they're lying and not call them out on it. But they're guilty until proven innocent. It'll make them better later on in life. Because my mom, she had to deal with so much racism. I probably can't, we should probably ask her some questions sometimes. But think about this. I feel it now, but she had these 2 brown boys, very rambunctious, like always getting in trouble. And, she's this, a little Italian lady. Yeah. Like she's 5'1", maybe, like on a good day.
One of the sweetest ladies. Still takes care of my father, by the way.
Yeah. Well, and
she brings my father food.
She's the best. I mean, everyone loves my mom. She's the best. But she was a nurse, so she took care of everybody. And
aren't nurses incredible people?
They really are. They're the unsung heroes of every medical establishment across the country.
Amen.
So she really protected us, and we in a way got away with a lot, just because we were the last of the latchkey kids. Like we're the Zennials, the not even Generation X, that 76 to 82. We're special people. Anyone out there listening that was born between 76 and 82. We're the key generation that had rotary phones, played outside, came in when the lights are on, like all that, you know,
Yeah,
those memes you see on the fucking internet. Like,
drank from the
that's
water
us.
hose.
Yeah, that's us. That's us. Fucking made fucking makeshift ramps in fucking the middle of the street. Yelled
yeah,
car
dude.
when the cars came. Fucking played basketball. Just came in when the lights were on. It
Dude,
was
I
awesome.
just thought of something.
What's that? What time?
The kid that's sitting in this room with me, is responsible
What'd I do this time?
for me breaking the only bone I've ever broken in my life.
Wait.
You remember that shit?
I mean, a lot of
I
bones
broke
are
my
broken.
wrist.
What were we doing? I do
Oh,
remember when you
dude,
broke
dude.
something, but
Oh,
I don't
I
remember what
cannot-
we were playing, because we played like tackle football. We did kill the carrier. We did like all that type of shit. What was happening?
Dude, oh fucking
I don't
Christ.
remember.
Okay.
I live in the present, and unfortunately, I forget a lot of the past.
Dude, I haven't thought about this in fucking years.
Well, I'm sure it's a better memory for you, and it's more poignant because you broke something.
Dude,
When that happens, that memory's kind of locked in place.
You're going to
for us-
remember this. You're going to remember
Why,
this.
what
Okay,
happened? What
so,
happened?
all right, I'm pretty sure I was definitely chasing, like, maybe Pat across the street. Back when the basketball hoop was out in front of his house, we'd always play basketball and blah, 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 Zach. All the neighborhood fucking kids hanging around. So I was chasing somebody across the street because they had a basketball or football. I wanted it. And then you were racing somebody down the street on your bikes, fucking full speed.
Yeah, that sounds like me just not caring about anyone else's personal space.
Dude, well, I was just as guilty. I ran out in the street.
And I hit you with my bike and knocked you over?
You hit me.
Yeah,
At
I
full
do remember.
speed with my bike. You went tumbling, I went tumbling, and I
that's
broke
the
my
thing
wrist.
is, though, I'm a ninja. I honestly have never broken a bone in my body.
Dude, you got up like a fucking cat.
No, I'm so good at falling, it's ridiculous. But again, I also jumped off that like 70-foot bridge when I was 12 years old. Jumped off the trestle.
Dude, I've seen you do some crazy fucking shit.
I was a gymnast first, so once and this is the 80s. There's ninja movies everywhere. I fucking loved ninja movies. All we wanted was ninja stars and nunchucks and fucking everything. And my one goal was to do a backflip. I want to do a backflip so bad. So then, like 10 years old, I finally did a back handspring, and then after that, I never stopped.
Oh, wait a minute. I got so many memories flooding back to me right now. Dude.
That's what I used coined black flip. Have you ever seen a black flip? And I would I would do a backflip. That was awesome.
The memory that's coming back to me. Okay, what year did you guys move in next door to me?
1990.
1990. When did the Jerky Boys come out with their first shit?
It had to be around that time too, because we were prank calling like
yes,
bastards back then.
that is one of my greatest memories. Is being in Andre's room. He had this little suction cup thing that he would put up to the phone, and then the other end of it was like a fucking 1/8-inch plug that he'd plug into the tape deck, and we'd fucking prank people. We would prank call people, and we would record it just like the Jerky Boys did back then. And I wish, dude,
if we had those recordings, I have so many tapes. And
do you have like
all
a
his
tape
stuff.
collection of all of Andre's shit? Could that possibly be on there?
I still have mixtapes that he made because he was a DJ, so he used to have like banging music and shit. So I know I have like tons of tapes. That'd be amazing if we could stumble across that.
Dude, fucking phony phone calls that we were making back in like 1990.
Well, and that was
Could be
another
on
thing. People
tape
were always
somewhere.
like afraid to try or do things, and I just like in the social norms when everyone else won't do it, I will do it. I just thank God I never met like Steve-O and the fucking Jackass guys, because I would have been a fucking jackass.
Well, see, that's just it. That's what people don't realize is that Steve-O and the Jackass guys and shit. I think almost every high school had a group like that. We had some crazy talented like people just like the Jackass group in our high school that could have fucking did the same shit.
Oh, absolutely.
They
I mean,
just
we
beat us
did in
to
our
it.
own regard. I mean, we were actually in some regard too, like camping out again, like the Zennial generation where we were allowed. Our parents allowed us at like 12 years old to camp on underneath the trestle, and this is like on a river.
Yeah, maybe yours
And
did.
it's a pretty big river, and there's really not anything around, and you just climb down. Like my parents didn't even know how to get on the island. If they needed to find us, they stood at the end of the bridge and like yelled our names.
Really?
And this was before it turned into a bike path too. So this is like think about Stand By Me, like walking on wooden
I've never been on that island.
No, oh, dude.
How do you even get on it?
You need to bring construction gloves with you because there's a cable that comes down, but it's all frayed, so it'll cut up your hands if you don't have construction
So you guys used
gloves.
to climb down a cable?
Yeah, we'd throw our stuff down, lower it down by rope.
All right, picture this, people, because you guys have no idea what we're talking about. There is a giant, 4-lane bridge that goes over the Connecticut River. It runs all the way from Long Island Sound right up the middle of Massachusetts through Connecticut, through, it actually separates Vermont and New Hampshire, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it goes right up into friggin' like Montreal, or I don't know. It goes up into the
island,
St. Lawrence River.
Island
What is
itself.
that river that goes from the friggin' ocean all the way into like the Great Lakes?
Oh, don't talk to me about geography.
Okay, but anyways, it's the Connecticut River. Look it up, okay? There's a giant fucking bridge that goes over it, 4-lane highway, and then like maybe, I don't know, 500 yards.
500 yards wide, a quarter of a mile long little island.
And then next to that, there's just this metal, rickety old train tracks that I don't even know if a train goes over it anymore.
No. It's long gone.
Now, what they've done today is they've built a bike path or a walking trail over the train tracks now. So now
beautiful now. You can't jump off it anymore.
But back in the day, like you had to, like those were train tracks, bro, dropping like I don't know how many.
It's probably like 50 feet, 40
That's it?
feet. Yeah.
It seems so much higher.
When you're walking on it, in the wooden slats, some of them would be missing, so you like.
It's almost
have to,
like that
skip
scene from
over.
Stand By Me.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, exactly what I said. It's
That's
just no
pretty
train
much
will
what
be
it
coming
was.
on it.
Exactly.
And then so our parents would just let us fucking. All right, we'll be back here to pick you up at 9 a.m.
But wait a minute, you'd have to walk out on that train track.
Oh yeah.
So many feet above the water,
Yeah.
and then you'd have
Carrying our gear.
carrying your gear, and
Yeah.
then there was no stairs or no fucking
No,
elevator.
You had to rappel down.
You had to rappel down a fucking
shredded
rope.
cable. No,
Jesus.
it was a metal. It was like probably an inch thick metal cable. It wasn't gonna break, but it was frayed, and if you didn't have gloves, you definitely.
And you
would
got
cut your
back
hands.
up it the same way
by
climbing back up it?
Yeah.
I always assumed people just took a fucking canoe or
You
something.
well, no, my brother and I would. Some of the other kids couldn't do it, but my brother and I would climb the tree, and then he'd literally leap from a branch onto the fucking train tracks.
Did you ever jump off the actual Coolidge Bridge?
Yeah.
Because I had a buddy do that one night. We were all, dude, I think about some of the shit I did as a kid, and I'm just like, I am so thankful I'm alive today. Because holy
totaled
fuck.
3 cars.
Dude,
Yeah.
honest to God, dude. But anyways, one night we were all, of course, driving around. We were all fucking drunk. Great fucking idea, right?
Jumped off the Coolidge Bridge at night?
No, one of the kids in the car I was in thought it would be a great idea to jump off the fucking bridge, and he had a crazy older brother that's no longer with us. I'll tell you the name after the fucking podcast, because I bet you two probably fucking kicked it back in the day.
Yeah, definitely, I'm sure.
But anyways, he had an older brother that he idolized that was fucking crazier than fuck, and we were all drinking. We were driving across the Coolidge Bridge, and he's like, "Yo, stop the car! I'm gonna fucking jump!" And everyone's like, "Yeah, great idea." So we went down to like the
by the
boat
docks.
ramp.
Yeah.
And we waited for him, and this kid jumped, and he was shit-faced, dude. He barely made it back to shore. Nearly fucking drowned.
River is flowing. That's
Yeah,
what people
dude.
don't understand. That river really has some pick, and if it's flowing,
But this is the middle of night.
yeah,
Middle of the night,
Yeah, and
jumping
he's
off a
close.
bridge
70 feet. It's a
70
feet.
fucking feet into
Yeah.
the complete darkness.
Yeah, that's pretty
drunk,
crazy.
and then trying to swim across a fast river current. Dude, he
I
almost
jumped-
didn't make it back
I
to the
jumped
shore.
off
Almost
the
died.
trestle at night, and that was awesome. And that was like, and you remember the movie Lost Boys?
Yeah.
When they'd hang underneath
Hang on the trestle.
You hang underneath the trestle and let
Yeah.
go. So yeah, we used to do that when we do those campouts.
Do you realize
It was awesome.
one of the eighth wonders of the world to me is I talk to people about more famous movies than The Lost Boys from the 80s or 90s, and people are like, I never saw it. There's people out there
That's
that
so
haven't
sad.
seen fucking
It's
Back
so
to the
sad.
Future.
And unfortunately, some of them don't age well. You had to see them in the moment to truly appreciate them. I try to show them to like my kids or something, or my wife who didn't watch a lot of the same movies I did in the 80s. And yeah, but they're so good.
There are so many classic
so
movies
good.
out of the 80s, bro. It's unfucking believable. And I just wonder, because I was born in 78. I've only seen one
I'm
movie.
79.
I've only seen one movie that came out before No. I'm sorry, because I've seen The Exorcist. That was 73. Jaws 75. Okay, I'm talking too much shit. But literally, only a handful of movies I've actually seen that came out before I was born. Right. So born in 78. All those great 80s movies, 90s movies. What about people who were born in like 2000 or born in like the year 2000? They're now fucking 20 years old, 19 years old.
That's what they're calling our movies oldies. They're calling our movies oldies.
Well, it's crazy, dude. Our fucking local...
You have to remember that 2050 is the same amount of distance away as, 1990.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Yeah. But there's people out there that are like our age that like haven't seen like The Big Lebowski.
I know,
and I'm like that is sack fucking
that's a
religious
dude movie though. I've tried to get like female friends, my wife, like they just can't get through that movie for some reason.
Yeah, but this is a dude that's movie, our age.
That's sad. You know, Lebowski's that's like a rite of passage.
That is one of the most quintessential fucking comedies to ever come out. The fucking Big Lebowski. So
wait, going back to racism, I actually just was thinking about something. When Rodney King got his ass beat in the L.A.
Ooh, that's a fucking
you know
pivot
like
and a half.
Yeah, no,
we go from the Big Lebowski, we just pivot right into fucking Rodney King.
My brain works in a
Holy
funny
shit.
way. But no, just like growing up, I was thinking because when Rodney King got beat. You know, everyone obviously across the country thought that was egregious and horrible. But as like a white guy, how did that affect you as like, because we were in like middle school when that shit happened?
You know what? News wasn't as prevalent to us. It didn't affect us as much as kids because of
it wasn't crammed down your throat.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't like it is today because you got social media and just, I mean, the second anything happens in this world, like people know about it a second later and react to it.
Well,
whereas back then, you know what, dude? Even bigger than Rodney King is the fucking OJ verdict.
Oh, I was actually going to mention that too.
Dude, I was sitting in our high school. It was study hall.
I was in that too.
I was in the cafeteria.
I think we might have been in the same study hall. They wheeled in the fucking TV so we could watch it. That was awesome. Like they with the the VCR TV, the old fucking cards. They wheeled it in.
I remember there being a TV mounted like on the fucking like up towards the ceiling.
Did we have one up there too? I know
so.
they wheeled one in.
I just remember I was definitely still in high school. I was in the cafeteria. It was study hall when they read the OJ verdict. And I swear to God, when they read the OJ verdict, anybody who was in that room that was a minority got up and fucking cheered. And anybody who was white just kind of looked like, what just happened?
I was sprinting through the hallway screaming, "The juice is loose!"
Yeah, why did that become such a fucking issue between race? Like it's either he's guilty or not guilty. Why did every minority, even if you weren't African American, like all the Hispanic people were running around the hallways like he's free?
Because we know that systematically the rich, white, powerful men have been getting away with essential murder.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Forever. Yeah, no, they've been getting away with murder. Exactly. All these, you don't have to name it. It's gone on well before media. And, even our favorite JFK. Like, I love the guy. He was
so even though the guy was guilty as sin, it's about time a black guy was just fucking let off the hook for a change, right?
Exactly. And then you see it with Bill Cosby too. It's like, oh man, you had to take down our idol. Cosby's locked up, but
people don't even realize this.
If Weinstein doesn't get fucking locked up, I think people should riot. I think that would be just the worst thing ever because
the creator of the Me Too movement.
Yeah, dude. If he doesn't, Ronan Farrow, he just wrote a new book too, where he's talking about how he was targeted and bullied and all this and how again these rich white men get the best lawyers and manipulate the system, buy off judges for freedom. And my friend and I were talking today, and he made this great idea. I can't claim this, but it was all lawyers should be rotating. Like you just have a pool of lawyers, and who's not on a case is at the courtroom that day, and it's just luck of the draw. Whatever case comes up, they work that case, and whatever your income is, you pay that lawyer a percentage of it. So if you'd only made $10,000 last year, you pay $100. If you made $100,000 last year, you pay $1,000. Like, or whatever. It could be larger than that.
But then that lawyer might not be able to buy a fucking BMW.
No, but that was the other
12.
thing. If you ever worked in restaurants, you tip out. And
yeah, bro.
in this society,
I worked in a lot of restaurants.
Exactly. You got to tip out your busboy. You got to tip out your bartender. You got to tip out everyone that helps you. So there's you're like salary cap. You can't make more than this. So lawyers, they got to fucking pull that. So even though they pulled the big lawyer that pays more, that lawyer doesn't get the money. He throws that into the pool, and then all the lawyers get tipped out accordingly.
You mean he's not going to be able to buy a vacation home now in friggin' Rome?
No,
he's only going to be able to have 3.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you could have the education and become a lawyer, that's fucking tough. I have a friend that just passed the bar. It was fucking intense. I give him all the credit in the world. He should be paid more money. So in the society, there's still a salary cap. You can't make more than fucking, I don't know, $10 million in a year. I think that is a pretty fucking decent amount of money, and there's more than enough money to go around that no single person should have more than $10 million in 1 year, and anything after that goes into the pool. It's distributed. If you take away teachers valued more, teachers get paid more, the skilled workers that we need get paid properly, doctors, nurses, and it's consistent. You could afford healthcare, you could afford infrastructure, you could afford all these things.
You're talking crazy, man.
Yeah, that's way too fair.
That's way too fucking.
But people need to have their greed. They need to have more. And again, there's a great book. I misremember the name right now, so I'm not going to say it. But essentially, it's a science fiction book. There's a big nuclear blast.
Scientology?
No. Nuclear blast, and then when they wake up, it's the roles are reversed. Blacks were the slave owners, and the whole premise is that these white people who were really rich and grew up, with white privilege, get sent back in time, are into this parallel dimension, and now the blacks are the oppressors, and they're the affluent, and it's just a really interesting book because again, the blacks, once we're in power, they chose slavery. And again, you see people Mo Rocca, he just did his book, and in the story, immigrant comes to America, gains money, and once they have enough money, one of the first things they did was get slaves. It's just, it's sad that the greed, the want, the need take over. It creates racism.
So are you trying to say that there was African American people that had slaves?
I know back before, in Africa, there was Africans that had slaves. There's Asians that had slaves. Everyone entrapped everyone. That's not an exclusive white thing. Again, cultural appropriation, we should talk about it at some point, too, because I think that's just fucking the most ridiculous thing. We have to share.
Wait, go back to that. What is it? Cultural what?
Cultural appropriation. When people get upset about cultural appropriation, I want to pull my hair out because it's just ridiculous.
Explain to people that probably don't know what that means. What is cultural appropriation?
Just a white girl rocking cornrows.
Oh, wait a minute. You're talking about, appropriating a culture.
I'm totally fine with that.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
necessary.
You know what? Who talked about this recently? And I hate to fucking bring his name up again. Okay, but
Bill
but you two are almost the fucking same. Okay.
Well, we will listen.
Bill is married, obviously, to a feminist black lady. And
I know his whole bit on
watched
cultural appropriation. I know his whole shit on it. Yeah,
they recently watched some
his bit's awesome.
Some documentary on Elvis.
Uh-huh.
And his wife had to stop it several times and be like, holy shit, Elvis appropriated an entire culture.
Yeah, but then a
lot of what he took was straight from the black culture.
Again, nitpick on that. Isn't the first heart operation was, or the first heart surgery or heart transplant was a black man. So all these white people, sorry, you don't get heart transplants. Get the fuck out of here. We need shared wealth. We need shared knowledge. And that chick that also started off, that white chick that claimed to be black and was leader of the NAACP. Do you remember her name?
I don't.
It was really funny, but again, I was like, dude, she did a lot for black people. If she wants to be black, let her be black. I really don't give a shit. I think it's funny. Dave Chappelle did another one too. He's like, what if I felt Asian on the inside,
right? And
made the Asian face. Obviously, when you show it, it's ridiculous. Well, that's more, feeling Asian on the inside. And it's a little different than feeling that's not cultural appropriation. That's just misguided thinking. I feel
there is no doubt that a huge portion of the white population appropriated the black culture when hip hop came out.
And that's okay. I think that's a great thing.
That
it brought people together.
I was thinking about that last night. I mean, you got, so many, I mean, right? That was like the early 90s, mid 90s, late 90s.
And then people wanted to hate on Vanilla Ice. Like, don't hate on Vanilla Ice, too. Just like, let him experience rap. Let him try it. If people like it, let them have it. Like, don't hate it.
Terrible.
Well, Vanilla Ice was obviously horrible.
Everybody loved Ice Baby.
You still have
Ice when it came out.
Baby. Exactly. Even to this day,
we were like 12
I bet you if you start
when that
singing
shit
it,
came out.
people will be like, well, they know at least half the lyrics to it because it's fucking epic. It's Ice Baby.
Right.
It's the shit. And again,
real easy to make fun of the dude now and afterwards, but
well, he's still doing all right.
MC Hammer.
He did a Flip This House. Did you know that? Vanilla Ice will come to your house and remodel it for you.
Yeah, isn't he a fucking construction dude now? Or
yeah,
some shit?
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty funny.
I guess the money ran out.
Hey, but that's his passion. Whatever, it's all good. Don't hate on the haters. Don't hate the player, hate the game.
All right, we're back, everybody. We had to take a quick break because I don't know. We did. All right, so fuck you. All right, so we're sitting here back with my buddy Mark, and we were literally trying to discuss where we left off the podcast, and we couldn't fucking remember, so fuck you. All right, so let's get back into it. Mark, tell me, you have a very unique position because you are mixed race. You actually jokingly refer to yourself as being Half-African.
Yeah.
A father of color, if you will, a Irish white mother, and
well, she's Greek, Irish, and Italian.
But but
she looks Greek.
Yeah, let's go back into the. Tell me about the first time you really experienced just really ignorant, stupid racism or anything like that.
I think the best. I mean, growing up, I had teachers like look me in the face and be like, "You're doing nothing but a criminal." But I don't know, maybe my skin color made them feel a little more open to like being mean to me in a way. But you have to understand, like my brother and I, fucking super hyperactive kids, and my first controlled drug, like I do identify as an alcoholic. I have dealt with.
You identify as an alcoholic?
Yeah,
okay.
I've had substance abuse problems my whole life, and it started at 5 years old when my mom gave me and my brother Ritalin. We were on Ritalin from 5 till 12 years old, and that is a drug.
Dude, that's a whole nother topic we can go on, is doctors have become the fucking new drug dealers, as far as I'm concerned.
And it fucked me up because I shit you not, if I didn't take my Ritalin before I went to school, my mom got a phone call from the school that day. Like, I mean, I'm talking throwing desks.
See, I thought Ritalin made you like more hyper.
Well, if you are hyper, you take Ritalin, it calms you down. So, but if you don't need it and you take it,
so is it an upper or a downer? Like, what is it?
If you took it, it'd be an upper. If I take it, it's zero.
So is it kind of like what Adderall is then?
Yes, it was Ritalin. Ritalin was the first run of Adderall.
Okay.
Yeah, Ritalin was like the Fisher Price, my first drug. Like they tried it out. I was the test subject in the fucking 80s for it, and in a sense, like again, I'm ADD. I am definitely attention deficit disorder. I have whatever chemical imbalance. Ritalin, when I take it, I zoned out. I had no appetite. Like, it really fucked with me. And, like, when I was 12, I was like, you know what, Mom? I don't want to fucking take this anymore. And she's like, all right, cool. And then I started smoking pot. That was the same year I fucking found marijuana. And I was like, you know what? This is how I want to feel.
Without naming specific names, because, I mean, was the first time, how old were you when you first tried pot?
It was with my brother.
How old?
I was 12. He was.
So you were living here?
He was 14. Yeah.
Okay. And it was just you two?
And one other person.
Okay. Because I still remember the people that I first smoked with, one of which I think you're probably still close friends with.
Probably.
First name Justin.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
But it's funny because the first time we did, it actually wasn't real. I'm almost.
You placeboed?
I'm almost 100% positive.
You placeboed yourselves?
You probably know where this is. You probably know where this is, but there is like a concrete.
The wall. Yeah, I know where you're going, by the bike path.
Near his house.
Yeah, I know exactly where that is.
We
That's where
stood
everyone
there.
smoked. Yeah.
Is that where everyone smoked?
Yeah, that's the smoke spot.
It was not.
We just went there the other day, actually.
It was not bud that we smoked. That was my first time, and it was not bud.
That's funny.
It was fucking oregano or some shit.
There was the guys around here, like my brother and his friends that used to hang out, dude. They would I remember one time Ben got some grass. Literally, it was a handful of grass on the lawn, like that. The dude stuffed into a little dime bag, Ziploc bag. He locked it up, handed it to him in the bathroom in the fucking school, and then just pieced out. And then Ben felt it. He's like, "Ooh, it feels like a fat nug." We get home, we open it up, and grass.
It was literally grass,
literally lawn,
Jesus.
your front yard in a baggie. Oh man, but again, that was fucking early '90s, dude. I see. That's the thing. The Zennials, like I said, we had racism right because all my friends, it didn't matter if you were Asian, white, whatever. We were like, "Fuck you, you jigaboo, yeah, whatever, you stupid slant-eyed chink." We embraced our differences, and we'd call each other out in it in the worst possible ways you could, and that meant you were friends, And no one was so fucking butthurt as they are today. Everyone's so sensitive and needs to think about no.
How do you feel about the N-word? Because
I don't embrace that. I don't use it. I
literally cannot say it.
Well, you have to understand, I have a black father.
Will not say it.
I have a black father that experienced the real N-word. He grew up where that was a word of hate and hatred.
It still is.
And he knows his father and people that were lynched. He's from Buffalo, New York, up north, but still, my dad experienced real racism. So, in a way, I get, taking it back and taking the hatred out of it and making it your own word as a black race, and the rap community did that very, very well. But unfortunately, it just creates... Well, and again, in a way, it's good, too. It desensitized it, and it's just we have a lot further to go because, white people obviously shouldn't say it, but I don't think black people should say it either. I think it should fucking go off into the night silently.
Yeah, I totally agree. I've said
it just
this
holds
before.
too much power for me.
I never want to hear or see
I
anybody in my presence that's white say it.
I will use that word one time, and I just because this story is awesome and it ties into my black flips.
Just make sure you don't use an R.
No. So this is how I feel about the N-word. One time, I was probably 26 years old, and it was open bar, New York City. A friend of mine had vodka flowing on ice, Grey Goose, drinks, shots, cranberry ice, just drinking. And then we go outside. We're smoking cigarettes outside, and there's some scaffolding. I have some brand new dress shoes on, and
I forgot
I'm gonna
used to smoke cigs,
yeah.
bro. I remember sharing a few with you.
I started when I was old enough to know better. I was 21.
Me too.
But anyways, I got up on the scaffolding to do a backflip, a black flip, if you will. And my brand new shiny shoes slip. I jump off and I land right on my head, and I'm knocked. It was fucking vicious. It looked bad. Again, I've never broken a bone, but I have knocked myself out cold doing a backflip in the middle of Manhattan on 3rd Avenue, and this car full of black girls drove by and said, "Take that nigga to the hospital. He's dead."
Oh shit!
And that's the only time I use the N-word is when I tell that story, because it's fucking hilarious.
I think it's okay because within the black community, it's just become
they've taken it back. They've taken it back. Great. Like any other slang, you can't do that with you can't do that with
It's their word. I don't ever want to hear a white man say it. At least not in my presence, or I'm going to fucking knock you out. That's just how I feel.
It's a word of hatred.
It's a word of hatred.
And I've worked with children growing up too, and still do. I teach yoga to 3, 4, 5-year-olds. Coach track and field to high school students, and that is when I always intervene. Whenever I hear, I don't care if you're singing the song lyric, I'm like, dude, don't say that. And there's a lot of mixed kids too that I tell not to use that word. It's not just the white kids that'll say it, or even black kids, or mixed kids, or Hispanic kids. It's just anytime I hear it.
Yeah, you're around kids more than I am. So kids are still saying it, like white kids around here.
They have no idea.
White kids around here are saying that.
They have no idea.
Fuck Christ.
The history. And that's the problem. Like, and
See, I coached youth baseball for a number of years up until recently, and that's a whole nother story I want to talk about one of these times on the podcast. Is what happened to me around here with youth sports when I ran a successful team. It was the most unpopular thing in the history of fucking sports here.
Yeah, really, that sucks. Well, and see, there's the Mr. Rogers effect. Mr. Rogers is a great man, but still, people will be like, oh, he was a pedophile, this and that. And you're like, fuck you for fucking running that man's name to the mud. That man was a fucking saint. I'm actually getting a tattoo, the WWMRD. What would Mr. Rogers do? Because I didn't know Jesus Christ, so the WW. JD.
It's fucking hilarious to bring that up because I just literally talked a few podcasts ago because I saw somebody with a bumper sticker that said, "What would Jesus think?"
Yeah, no, fuck that. I don't know Jesus, but I do know Mr. Rogers. I grew up watching his show. He's fucking awesome. WWMRD.
I had no idea he was a pedophile.
He's not. That's my whole point.
Okay.
No, he absolutely isn't. No,
who called him a pedophile?
If you look on the internet, or I've had conversations with people, like anyone you have someone that's doing real good work with children, people are like, oh, they're like, it's just fucked up that people want to go to the most negative. They can't look at something good and positive and just let it be positive. There's always
so Mr. Rogers was just too much good for somebody, so they had to fucking insinuate that he must be a pedophile.
Exactly,
Oh,
and that's and it's just horrible whenever you hear anything like that. But then again, you have stories like Bill Cosby, and you're like, shit, like now I just lost faith in the human race again.
Christ, I tell you.
But hey, it doesn't mean stop doing good just because you're afraid people are going to tear you down. You still got to do good just to do good.
One of the things that popped out in my head when you were telling that story is so. Like you've said before to me off air, there's a lot of diversity where we live. There always has been. There's a very eclectic mix of LGBTQ, Hispanic, white, black in this area. Everybody gets along for the most part.
Tibetan and Cambodian around here. But
Tibetan, Cambodian.
They're not here as much anymore. I feel bad. The little Tibetan community and Cambodian community moved on. I haven't seen as much anymore. But anyway, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Where'd they go?
Living in this community. Also, we talked about like the fact that my brother and I both grew up in the same house, white mother, black father, and I was Red Hot Chili Peppers, Grateful Dead, like a little hippie stoner, and then my brother was like, Red Man, Method Man, Biggie, all that, like rap, and he put like those 12-inch speakers in his car, and wore big baggy clothes, and sold drugs, and like kind of lived into like the stereotype of being a black person in the country at that time. And I always hated that growing up, thinking that like, oh, you don't sound like a black person. It's like, oh, what the fuck?
Dude, literally what you just said was where I was going with my story before this.
Yeah, well, I've seen it a bunch
I was
times.
trying to contrast the area in which we grew up in compared to when I moved to Charleston, South Carolina in 2004 and lived there from 2004 to 2006. And all I did working there was restaurants. I was either bartending, bar managing, restaurant managing, front of the house, that kind of shit.
Right on, yeah.
So I worked with a lot of people of color and a lot of Caucasians. But it was my first time ever being exposed to more of the southern state way of thinking when it came to both white people and people of color. And there was this one particular instance where I was bartending. I was the hotel bartender at the Charleston Place Hotel, and at that time the bar that serviced all the hotel was inside the kitchen. So as I was prepping my bar for the day, there were two gentlemen of color that were just prepping food right in front of me, and one was maybe 45 and then the kid was maybe 18, and he literally
black. You just say some black guy, you don't say person of color.
I'm trying to be fucking politically correct.
I understand, but I think black is politically correct. No. I think they black was politically correct.
I say all the time how fucking un-PC I am, but yet I'm sorry, when it comes to
people of color,
I'm fucking sensitive to it because I don't know.
You don't want to offend. I get it.
If there's one group of people I don't want to offend, I guess it's like literally people of color, because
back to the black guys.
I like people of color right now more than I fucking do white people, because I think white people around here are fucking insane. in the black community is just as cool as and as even keeled as they've ever been.
They've been the same, especially once we bombed the Iran. It's like, oh, we're going to war. And black people are like, we now?
Right. Right. So, I don't know, dude.
So, no, I'm sorry. Go back to your story. The two guys were prepping.
Two guys were prepping, and the younger guy turns to the older black guy, and he says, why do you talk so white?
Yeah. See, and that's the shit that, like...
And the older black guy's response to the younger black fellow was, I guess it's because I've been working around him for so long.
See, and that's a cop-out
that really
on his
stuck in my fucking head.
That's a cop-out on the older black gentleman, because he said,
he's just trying to say what the younger kid probably wants to hear. Or I don't know, but it's a crazy question to me. Why do you talk white? What do you mean talk white?
Again, it's area, and unfortunately, a lot of black areas have been given, separate but equal is bullshit, obviously. So, the black communities in the South are behind in education, so they've developed their own way of speaking. It's not to say that, street slang is pretty goddamn intricate, and if you really look at it and you read someone's text messages, like when I was in New York City, I was I knew a lot of people, and just the slang. If you get a text message from someone, it was like reading a different language. Like you literally had to know what's up to understand what the fuck they're talking about.
Is that necessarily a thing of that black people do, or is it more a case of poverty and being in the bigger city
racism,
type of?
It's just location.
Is it more of a poverty thing, an area thing, than it is necessarily a color thing?
It's nothing. I think it's people that speak one way shouldn't look at how another person speaks and judge that their way is better. Obviously, an educated person is going to pronounce certain words properly, and but again, when you live in a community where 80% is dropouts, and again, when I lived in New York City, I was on First Avenue, 100th Street. I befriended everyone in my neighborhood, and this one guy, his name was June, and he was I don't know, I gotta say at least 19 to 22 years old, and he had never left a 12-block radius of Manhattan. He'd never been to Brooklyn. He'd never been to Queens. He'd never fucking been to the Statue of Liberty, dude. He's in 15-block radius.
If you live in New York, you don't go to the fucking.
Well, yeah, no, I mean he was a gay. He was in a gang, so he literally for his entire life did not leave his 50. I mean, his family didn't have money. He had fucking you'd go into their houses and it's a fucking bed sheet separating the rooms, fucking mattress just thrown on the ground, fucking TVs on a milk crate, 10
I've lived that way
in an apartment together. But again, that was his entire existence, and that's when I really do think about racism, and I know that I can't speak on it. I know enough to know that I don't know everything, and everyone's life and situation is extremely different, and I know people that have lived in ways where they've been oppressed are pushed down. They have every right to speak up and should speak up, and I want to do everything I can to help them. But in other times, just shut the fuck up. In the area I live now, don't even comment on the negativity that's out in the world if it's not directly in your backyard.
Yes,
don't let it bring you down.
I told Mark this off the air when we met and had a pre-production meeting yesterday, how I recently kind of tore into the LGBTQ community around here, because there's always been a very heavy presence of those folks. And I have many friends within those groups. And the way we were raised very well, and in this area, there is a protective bubble around this area, especially for people within that group.
Right.
I know they were oppressed across the whole world in the 80s and 90s and stuff, but I mean, around here in 2020, it's one of the safest areas in the world to just be who you are.
Absolutely.
And but the people around here in that community lately have become really
transgender as well.
But the people within that group, some of them lately have become very militant.
Yes.
Like they've been oppressed their whole life, and it's
dude,
that's what I brought up recently.
We accept you here, chill.
Exactly,
yeah.
We accept you here. We always have. So fucking chill out, dude. Nobody's
that's what I'm
pinning
saying.
you down to the ground.
Chill the fuck out, you stupid lesbian. Whatever, you fucking. No, I can't say that.
I don't even go that far. I mean,
I'm just
I've
saying,
literally
like,
had a couple
everyone-
people lately like taunt me.
Well, being tolerant is letting people not like you. That's what people don't understand about true tolerance. And this is like, as I'm a yoga teacher, I practice yoga, and they're not being tolerant. They're trying to say, well, like, like I don't want Donald Trump as our president, but he's the captain of the ship. I can't hope for the ship to sink, so I tolerate him.
Exactly.
I don't
That's the
look
fucking point.
to hate him in every instance or situation. Things happen that other politicians have done that, like Obama. It's a great example. I loved him. I voted for him, but there's a lot of things that happened under his office that I don't agree with. But I tolerate that. I tolerate that because you have to find a centralist viewpoint, a middle ground. Because I know I'm not going to think exactly as everyone else on this issue, but I might think surprisingly like someone else on this issue,
and that is the whole point.
And that's what leading
we
the
both
country
don't
is.
like we both don't like Trump. We both didn't vote for Trump. However, there is nothing that you and I can do about the man right now, can we? Can we just fix
so
all the fucking problems?
Tolerate it,
right?
Exactly.
So we tolerate it.
Yeah, I mean, the
we
whole
don't get upset about it like
the
some
whole
people do.
impeachment thing, it was probably a big waste of time and money. But
Did you hear what he said about the impeachment?
It was a witch hunt.
Well, yeah, he compared his fucking treatment to that of the witches from fucking Salem, and then he's like, "Yeah, the impeachment process, it wasn't very fun." I'm like, "No shit."
Yeah, but
I thought
you
it
get
was
burned at the end?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, he should be. He probably should be burned at the fucking stake. But
he shows all the examples of a true narcissist and a true criminal, and
Leslie's gonna love that you just said that.
he shows all those things, but like it's
narcissist.
still you need proof of real guilt, and like right now until we get like his taxes back or like anything else, like
Don't you think his real guilt is just watching his fucking Twitter account?
The fact that he had to
you ever
close
seen his
down
Twitter
his
account?
charities. Oh, it's ridiculous. Yeah, obviously. But
I've actually joked about that on stage before.
Well, so I
said I
tolerated-
love Trump, and
I
everyone's
wish-
like, what? And I'm like, in what other day and age, what other fucking president could you just hop onto Twitter and just fucking argue with the U.S. president?
Yeah,
right?
no, it's ridiculous.
But
again, this is everyone hating on him so much is giving him this platform, and everyone's talking. If everyone just tolerated it and just like, again, I'm a parent, so when my kid is fucking throwing a temper tantrum and acting like a little snot, I know to ignore her. And eventually, when she's cried it out, I can talk to her rationally and we can move on.
That is essentially exactly what Trump does.
We never let him. He just keeps on fucking crying, and we fucking keep on tolerate. Like we don't tolerate it. We are like, no, you can't do that. Stop fucking doing that. So just no, let him just let him be for a bit. Let him run his presidency. The economy's doing well. Like things are going good. Just like let it go.
And
Just
this
let
is
it
what
go.
some people don't want to hear because I'm not left. I'm not right.
Yeah, I'm centralist. Exactly.
I'm fucking central.
I have
okay.
one white child.
Do
have
I
one
like
black
Trump?
child.
Absolutely not. But I'm also not on the left in one of these people that literally cry or goes ape shit every day over what he's doing because that to me. But here's my whole point in that, and I fucking stick by this opinion. On election night, if everybody just passed out and then we just all woke up right now, you wouldn't be able to tell initially who fucking won, whether it was Hillary or Trump.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Life goes
the
on.
state of the country in terms of the economy and everything else is fucking fine. But
Right.
but it's just
And the president can't
it's
take
the way he carries himself and the
Correct.
arrogance and the narcissism. It's just he's not a good representative. Like his attitude is just
Exactly.
he's a fucking pig, dude.
I agree.
So my whole point is that, it's I don't know.
Let him run.
Instead of
let him
making
do his
America
4
great
years.
again,
Let
can we
him
make
do his
America
4
sane again?
years. Yeah, just let him do his 4 years, tolerate it, and then just make sure you don't fucking vote him in again. Like that's all I can say. And then that would be a lot better as far as I'm concerned.
But I think the same thing is going to happen in 2020. That happened in 2016. If they
We'll see.
don't,
If the Democrats
if the
could
Democrats
get their head out
nominate
of
the
their
wrong
ass-
person,
Well,
then I think
see,
Trump's
the
going to
thing
win
is
again.
with Bernie and Hillary, I know for a fact that certain states were for Bernie, but then they put Hillary up for the nomination, and it's corrupt. It's bullshit. And I've lost faith in the Democratic side as well as the Republican
You
side.
played me a video yesterday that was pretty poignant.
Right. Well, again,
And
it's
it
the
was-
media attacking how one person, like, again, if Obama did some of the things that Trump did, the media wouldn't jump down his throat. But because it's Trump and we hate him, we have, like, again, kids in cages. That fucking was under the Obama administration. There were kids in cages during Obama's administration. You know, if you can't look at the true facts about that and be rational, then you're just drinking the Kool-Aid and you're just hating just to hate, because they started under Obama's administration.
Right, so
obviously Trump exploited them, made them worse, and stuffed them even filler, and,
There is
and
definitely-
made it more egregious. But it started under the Obama administration. So you just have to look through, like, take off the rose-colored glasses and just look at the facts.
And that's the whole point that Mark's trying to get at, is that, Obama did atrocious things too, and people just kind of, okay. And then, Trump's doing a lot of the same shit, and there's people just instantly jump down his throat. And one of the videos he showed me yesterday, it was an interview of Hillary Clinton talking about bombing or killing somebody.
Yeah, she took
and
out
she
some
just fucking laughed.
dictator,
Yeah,
and
she
the
took out
media
some
laughed
dictator.
with
She
it was
is
like,
the
we
one
came,
that
we
said,
saw, he
kill this
died.
person.
No, we came, we saw, he died.
Yeah, that's that. So she's talking about murdering somebody that she gave the green light to when she was running some shit, and she's just like laughing at it, like, yeah, we came, we saw, we fucking murdered, we killed.
And if Trump did that, the media would flip
Right.
out.
If
But
you
the-
had
but
Trump
the-
on camera
but the
going, yeah, we
reporter-
came, we saw, we blew up, we fucking murdered.
in the news
people would go
clip, the
crazy.
reporter just laughed along with her.
Right. Yeah.
That is
You killed
great.
somebody,
Someone's
great.
death,
Right.
loss of life, wonderful.
Great,
Like,
yeah.
It's sick. It's sick.
It's fucking gross, dude.
So I don't know. I like Tulsi Gabbard, to be honest. I think she's essentialist. Again, I don't like everything about her. I don't like. I mean, if I could have Bernie 4 years ago or 3 years ago, I would have taken Bernie.
I am all for Bernie.
Yeah.
I talk to a lot of people
He's
about
just
politics.
old, and I just mean that.
I get it, but he's still better than
No, I
fucking-
just mean health-wise. The poor guy really is.
Do you really
just
think he's
old.
gonna like keel over in office if he gets elected? Like, do you think he's gonna?
No,
How old
I
is
just-
Bernie?
He,
How old
well,
is he?
he's a workaholic too, though. You
I
don't
know.
understand. He doesn't sleep. He pushes himself too hard. I'm just like a grandchild, like being like, Grandpa, Dad.
Yeah,
it's
take
time
it
to
easy.
pass on your knowledge.
Put on Murder,
to these
She Wrote.
young kids. Yeah, just relax. You've been saying the same thing for 30 years, bro. I hear you. Like, we just need to get the next generation of Bernie.
I just don't understand how people like freak out about. I guess not
Well,
only his age but his ideas.
all
He's
right,
like, oh my
this-
god,
this
his
is great. All right,
ideas
you wanna
are
talk
just so
racism? This is-
insane. Like,
this
how
is-
is he going to do it? He explains it.
Do you think that the government is racist?
I think the government is one step under a fucking used car dealership.
So, all right. So, if we say the government is racist, and then we want the government to control healthcare, wouldn't that be saying that we're going to make sure that black people are fucked? And so, then if Bernie's elected and he's in charge of the government, and then we have universal healthcare, then it's going to be, then we're going to fuck over black people because the government is racist. If we have universal health care, then we're going to systematically fuck
But
over
isn't
black people.
universal healthcare? I mean, isn't the whole term universal? It means for everybody.
Yeah, but then the people with money are still going to go to private
Healthcare should be a basic human right
Oh,
on
absolutely.
this planet.
I agree.
It should
I
not
agree.
matter how much money you have in your bank account, what fucking sex you are, what color you are. It doesn't matter. Healthcare should be a basic human right.
Right.
I mean, it just seems like common fucking sense to me. I don't know about anybody else, but I mean, free healthcare, it works over in Europe, and the doctors and pharmaceutical companies still make a pretty great living, don't they? But somehow we can't put it together here.
No,
You know,
we are,
have you ever been like
there's
let go from a job and they say,
70
"Hey, you want to keep your Cobra for fucking $8,000 a month?"
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. How do we make it universal and proper? That again, because it's universal, but everyone in the Senate is going to take private. Everyone with money is going to take private. So obviously, the universal isn't as good. So how do you make it as good? How do you not oppress black people that can't afford the private health care. Because once it's universal, then all the other people that don't want that are going to pay for it. And the good doctors are then going to be like, well, fuck that. I'm not going to work with these fuckers. I'm going to go take the big money.
But if it's universal, I mean, companies wouldn't even have to offer it.
Well, no, but I'm just saying we're setting ourselves up for fail in a lot of ways because the free market will always win.
You know, if I had a magic wand, you know, one of the fucking first things I would do, literally, is I would redistribute the wealth across this entire planet.
Well, that's what I was saying.
You got too many people that are literally have billions upon billions of dollars in their bank account.
Salary cap.
And then you got kids that are dying just fucking left and right across this planet.
Salary
We can't even
cap.
eat.
No one, billions of dollars, billions?
Billions.
How can you be a billionaire? That's ridiculous.
Nobody should have fucking billions of dollars. Sorry.
Strip that out of your account. All right, dude, I play Grand Theft Auto on Xbox. And
which one? The old school one?
The newest one. It's San Andreas. No.
What are they up to now?
It's been a couple years now, but a couple years ago, these Robin Hood hackers went around and just started fucking. They hacked the game, and I got into a game with one of them, and he's like, "You want some money?" And I was like, "Okay." And he fucking put like $1 billion into my Grand Theft Auto account. So then I bought every car in the game. I bought every apartment. Like I bought everything. But as the game went on, the creators they couldn't penalize me. They kicked those guys off. The hackers, they got banned from the game for life, and I got audited.
But it's just fake money for your character, right?
But I got audited. They took it all out of my account. But
what does it matter? It's a video game.
They left me $1 million. No, because you need money to buy things to do certain things in the game. So it was great though.
So that's one of the ways they're making money.
It was genius. But it was genius though because these hackers gave so much money to everyone that Grand Theft Auto had to go across and wipe all the big money out, but they still left everyone like a couple $1 million.
All right, so I see. So you're kind of using like this game as
a model for real life.
As a model for real life.
Because after that happened, everyone was stocked up. Everyone had every gun. Everyone had every car. Everyone had a fucking helicopter and this, and it made the fucking the game amazing because like everyone got to fight each other on an even playing field.
Right. All right, I know you gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta get moving.
We gotta wrap it up.
Here.
But I did want to ask.
This was a lot of fun.
I did want to ask your opinion real quick because we do have a few more minutes here. I wanted to ask your opinion on a couple real things real quick. I think I might have brought this up to you off air, but did you watch the recent Golden Globes?
The Golden Globe. I didn't see it. I've obviously heard about Ricky Gervais.
What did you hear about Ricky Gervais?
Well, I loved the part where he was talking about Epstein. I'm sorry we can't talk about him.
Thank you very much.
A lot of your friends.
Yep. Did you see the look on some of the people's faces?
I mean, people.
Tom Hanks.
He laughed.
No, they kept showing Hanks in the fucking crowd. Hanks had this look on his face of horror throughout his entire monologue, dude.
Yeah, he had horror because he knows of the people that are indicted, but it's not. Tom Hanks is clean. You've never seen.
Oh, I know. Tom Hanks is clean, but I'm just saying Tom Hanks's facial expressions from what Ricky was saying.
True. Oh, absolutely.
Was like abhorrent.
I know it's hilarious.
But Gervais just didn't give a fuck, dude. He went after fucking Apple.
It was great.
He went after fucking the people in the room that probably have visited fucking pedophile island.
Well, if you look at the fact that Epstein had 3 broken bones in his neck, you can't break 3 bones in your neck in a suicide.
I don't know if there's a person on this planet that believes he actually committed suicide.
No, and the missing videotape.
Right.
And like, it's just, come on, dude. Obviously, he was murdered.
Somebody tried to argue about him recently that, like, he didn't have a lot of dirt in a safe in his fucking house on
that's why people are fucking terrified. If there's, like, any evidence out there that he has, or is it all destroyed? Like, who has his hard drives? I want his hard drive.
Yeah, like the fucking Men in Black or the people that don't think exist literally swooped in on that shit. Don't think for a fucking second that when you have the power of the Clintons or billionaires that you can't do some crazy fucking shit.
Hillary's been like, I defended a rapist and laughed about it. She's not as fucking rainbow and roses as people would want you to believe. Let
me get your take on this because one of the things and one of the best things Gervais said and it's one of the reasons I cannot watch any of these award shows because fuck the awards. I recently went off on people because there was a bunch of people in Hollywood, a bunch of women in $50,000 dresses crying because there weren't any women nominated for a fucking Golden Globe for Best Director. And I'm just like, Christ, people.
Well, you know,
does there have to be collusion and everything? You're gonna cry. You're gonna cry about no women being nominated.
What movie should have been nominated? Like, you know, I mean, there are some good women directors out there.
Of course it is.
But this year,
whether you win or lose or get nominated or don't, you're still great. It's an award.
That's when,
why are we handing out awards to people just left and right?
That's thoughts and prayers. That's fucking when people send out thoughts and prayers. It's like, hey, don't forget about me too. Don't think me. I care too. I'm sending out thoughts and prayers. Read my post about the bad things that happened to someone else, but I'm sending thoughts and prayers.
Right. They ain't doing it.
Yeah,
to fucking appease. They're doing it to make themselves feel better.
Yes, there you go.
Because
I just stroking themselves.
I talked about that fucking recently too. Because you know, I recently lost somebody very close to me, and a lot of people I know have lost people close to them in 2019, and it is fucking ironic. Or not ironic. It's fucking disgusting. How many people like will come up to me in public now that it's been like 5 weeks and they'll bring it up. Oh, I heard this.
Let me rip this Band-Aid off of you. Let me tear this wound open again.
Let me bring up the death of your fucking mother so I can feel better about the fact that I at least showed you 5 weeks later that I give a shit.
Exactly, with Andre. Because when Andre passed away, it's like everyone thinks they're there to support you and help you. And it's just like, no, I was doing pretty good until you just flooded my head full of memories again, you fucking dickhead.
Right. Yeah. So that's why I'm telling people, like, if
real compassion is just
is to shut the fuck up.
Just shut the fuck up and just be there.
Right.
And like, you know,
if you really cared, you would have been around when it happened.
Yeah, or you like, you know, just the simple thing of bringing over food. You don't have to say anything. Just like, hey, here's a little care package.
Exactly.
This means I care about you.
And this is one of the reasons why I love this kid that's in my room right now, along with his family, is because, you know,
care packages from all the Patillos.
You know, I grew up next door to this kid, but our families are still living next door. And, you know, when my family went through a rough time, still is, you know, this kid's family was fucking right there. His mom's still bringing over fucking food to my dad. I mean, just
she's a good
talk
cook
about
too.
Talk about being human, man. I mean, when you see other people caring for, you know, other people, it makes me want to do that much more to help fucking other people.
Yeah, positivity breeds positivity.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. It's so infectious. Like,
my care package is pretty good for years, but it's fine. I mean, I don't know, it tastes as good, but maybe not as good as my mom's. My mom's a better cook.
Your mom cooks that shit?
There's everything that she brought to your dad. Yeah, she cooks that.
Oh, I thought you meant the care package that you brought me.
Oh, I cooked that.
Okay, I was gonna say your mom cooks that.
No.
The other thing I really wanted to get your opinion on really quick because you kind of brought this up yesterday, and
she makes tinctures though. Sorry.
When you brought it up, your reaction wasn't quite the reaction I guess I would stereotypically expect from somebody. But let's talk a little bit about Black Lives Matter.
Oh well, I mean, Black Lives Matter where it matters.
Let me back up here because one thing I've tried to do is I've tried to educate ignorant white people that listen to this podcast about what it means to have white privilege, what Black Lives Matter means, what the whole woke movement means. Because I cannot tell you, Mark, how many people around here that I consider to be pretty progressive people say, I don't have white privilege. Well, because they instantly think that privilege means how like rich they grew up or how privileged that they felt. That's not it, bro.
No, it's the real privilege
you didn't
is realizing what you didn't have. Like that's the main thing is like, oh, I'm not privileged. It's like, well, all right. I saw this video online.
Every person that has white skin has white privilege. You didn't ask for it, but you have it. So just fucking accept it.
Yeah, to some extent.
No one's trying to say anything bad against you.
Well, no, it's not. I mean, there is. It's positions of how you were born. Again, where the location on the planet and the family you're born into, and it essentially boils down to money as well. But again, when you were born, did you have a mother and a father in the house? Did you have heat all the time? Were you able to go on vacations? Did you you break out on all those things?
Correct.
And most people that said yes to all those things happen to be white.
Correct.
And that's where you realize that all these other kids that are in school doing the same things and have the same responsibilities, they're doing all that with so much less. And that's where the real privilege, like, that's where you have to understand your privilege comes from. Like, your privilege is in that you just were raised in an environment that was incubating and giving you a place to thrive, where so many people are basically coming out of a sewer. They're growing a beautiful rose out of fucking garbage.
So real quick, give me your take, like a real quick synopsis on if you were trying to explain Black Lives Matter to a fucking ignorant fucking white person, like somebody straight out of the Ku Klux Klan who just didn't fucking get it. How would you explain Black Lives Matter? Like what is it?
It's I mean,
and how should
me,
white people fucking handle it, or what? You know,
it just means that, like, when you see someone being oppressed, speak up. It doesn't have to be Black lives. Again, that's where I'm like, it doesn't have to be. It has to be when you see injustice, like when you know it takes a village to raise a child. When you know, in areas where Black people are systematically pulled over and abused, and you know, like, pulled over 26 times in 1 month versus a white guy gets pulled over 26 times in their whole life.
Okay, like, so you're trying to say that the Black Lives Matter movement has nothing to do with police officers targeting white people.
Black lives are just about, like,
it has to do with people, like, almost
people.
Like the anti-terrorism slogan. Yeah, you see something, you say something. You see Black people needing help. Or
Black Lives Matter just means, like, you're not better than anyone. It's not saying your life is. I don't know. It's one of those things people just want to get their fucking panties all up in a bunch about, when they're just saying, hey, we just want equality. If you see something that's not equal, we should, you know, make it fair. Just make it fair.
So to put it in real simpleton terms, the Black Lives Matter movement
all
is
lives
just
matter. That's what.
That's what a lot of people fucking say. Oh my God! Did you see the sign? Black Lives Matter. That's so racist. All lives matter. It's not about you. You fucking prick.
But that's the thing. If the Black people came out first, instead of saying Black Lives Matter, just said All Lives Matter, then we could have just skipped all this fucking back and forth and Blue Lives Matter, All Lives Matter bullshit. Like, I wish they had just encompassed everyone in it, and like it could have fucking skipped a lot of this fucking useless. That's racism is. It keeps on jumping and jamming down your throat. Like, my father is great at, like, reading into it and just, like, let it go. Like, for me, if someone's a racist prick directly to my face, I mean, this has happened. This is a true story, actually. When I moved here, I go to the corner store, local corner store. It's been in our town forever. Yeah. I'm just a nice guy. This guy's clearly, like, had too many drinks. His car broke down. He was stranded, and I was like, yeah, I'll give you a ride up to your house. I'm going on. It's a fucking up in 20-minute drive, and we're in the car, and we're just having a good old time, and we're talking, and he straight up, he didn't say the N-word, but it was one of those, like, obvious, like, real bad, like, kind of racist, like, phrases. I'm misremembering right now, so I'm not gonna say anything, but he knows he fucked up, and I'm driving with him, and I was like, dude, don't worry about it. Like, it's cool. I still gave him the ride. Like, he's guarding. He gave me a bunch of pickled carrots. So he kind of forgot
for a second
that he was talking to a black guy.
Yeah. And I was fucking let something slip.
And again, I have that way of again, treating people.
That's what
like
people talk about racism around here up in the north. It still exists. It's just a little bit quieter.
Yeah, well, and
people tend to look over their shoulder around here before they're racist. Right. Whereas down south, they'll just fucking say it without looking over their shoulder.
But he felt like, and again, if I wanted to be triggered, I could have fucking jammed on the brakes and pulled the car over and said, you racist son of a bitch, get the fuck out of my car right now, you fucking motherfucker, I'm gonna fucking kick your ass. Fuck that. Yeah. You know, like, that's ridiculous. I laughed. I was like, dude. And he's like, and then he apologized, and I was like, it's cool, dude. Like,
but see,
it's fine.
The point I want to make about Black Lives Matter is if like you're a white dude or anybody white that's driving down the road and you see a sign that says Black Lives Matter, and in your head you want to go, oh my God, like, fucking don't all lives matter.
You,
it's not about you. It's about the black community.
You're not
so
allowed to be
just
triggered.
leave it a fucking alone.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with you specifically, sir or ma'am. Okay? That's all my point is. Leave it alone.
God
you don't
bless.
understand Black Lives Matter? You're not fucking supposed to. We just told you what it is. It's a fucking movement to be more sensitive to the issues surrounding the black community. End of story. It's got nothing to do with you. Don't be fucking triggered by the fucking signs. Just leave it alone. And when somebody says or talks about white privilege, just fucking, you got it. You didn't ask for it. Just
If
like,
someone says anything to you and it triggers you, take a step back and ask yourself, why did it trigger you? And then when you get an answer to that question, ask yourself another question.
You mean when people get triggered, they
And
shouldn't
then-
just
yeah.
hop on Twitter and
Yeah,
hashtag about it?
No, they should be a little more introspective. And then you ask yourself a question of why that happened. And then you ask yourself a question about why that happened. Really, go into yourself.
All right, I want to tell you one last thing just to see if you'll laugh at this because this is something that's completely off topic.
All right, I have to go pick up my kids. So
I
make
know.
it quick.
I just want your opinion on something just real fucking quick. So there's this special coming out on Comedy Central. I believe it premieres tonight, and it's supposed to be like a comedic showcase of like the best new comedians picked by other comedians. Have you seen this on Comedy Central?
On Comedy Central or on Netflix?
No, it's coming out tonight on Comedy Central.
I have not seen that.
It's called The Ringers, and it's supposed to, and it's like Bill Burr presents The
really?
Ringers
So
on
it's gotta be
Comedy
good then.
Central.
It'll be
well,
awesome.
I don't know. 'Cause here's my point: if you've seen any of the trailers,
I haven't.
and I've been talking about this with other comedians, and I don't mean to fucking do this. I really don't want to put any other comedians down, but like this is supposed to be this is supposed to be like Bill Burr's showcase, and he's been billing it.
American Idol.
He's been billing it as like these are the next best comedians handpicked by like all the other best comedians. In all the trailers they've been showing, there's been one dude, and I hate to fucking lean this way, but he's a black dude, and everything he's been saying in those trailers, they've been fucking hilarious. But some of the other comedian shit that they've been showing has been terrible. Like there's this white dude, I don't know what the fuck his name is, but I'm gonna do his bit.
Okay.
For you right now. It's like 6 fucking words long, and the crowd goes wild over this.
What is it?
Okay. I used to be addicted to Oxycontin. Now I do CrossFit just so I can feel something.
That's stupid.
The crowd goes apeshit. They keep replaying that as like,
And,
tune
well,
in tonight
Is
this.
there a laugh track though?
I fucking hope so.
Yeah.
But the crowd goes nuts. I don't know who this
It's
dude
a
is.
laugh track. It's
I
a
don't.
laugh
He'll probably
track.
never listen to this. But I'm just like, dude, you're Bill Burr, and that's the fucking joke that you picked to
No,
put
he
on
didn't
national.
pick it. He doesn't have it. He doesn't have that.
Somebody
editing.
did.
He doesn't. Don't
Somebody
blame
did.
Bill. Don't
Somebody
blame Bill.
said that is the joke.
I'm sure Bill will agree with you that it's a horrible.
But dude, I don't know how anyone could laugh at that joke. Is that really? I mean, I don't know.
Hey, I'm gonna.
I know. You got to go. Hey, I really want to thank you for coming on.
Hey, we'll do this again. It was a lot of fun.
It's been fucking awesome, and I'm definitely going to have you back on because I wanted to co-host this shit with you back.
I know, but I can't get. I know.
I know. Mark's a lot
I will
busier
be
than
the
I am.
reoccurring guest.
Yes, Mark is going to be definitely a reoccurring guest. So thank you very much for taking time out of your busy life, saving the world, to come on the show and talk a little shit. Really
Love you,
appreciate
brother.
it. Love you too, buddy. Thank you, everybody. We will fucking
Do it again. See you soon.
Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.
All right, that's it, everyone. Nothing to see here. Just some people who are really, really high.
Can't shoot anyone?